Welcome back to History Facts and Mysteries, your ultimate destination for exploring the wonders, enigmas, and secrets of the past. Today, we'll journey into the fascinating world of mysterious ancient artifacts. These remarkable objects, small enough to be held in human hands, have traveled through time, carrying stories that continue to baffle historians and scientists alike. From the intricate gears of the Antikythera Mechanism to the cryptic symbols of the Phaistos disk, these artifacts hold clues about the lives, beliefs, and technologies of ancient civilizations. They challenge our understanding of history and open doors to questions we may never fully answer. Who made them? How were they used? And what secrets do they still guard? Before we dive into these mind-bending mysteries, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. By joining our community, you'll never miss a chance to uncover the fascinating and often perplexing stories that make history so compelling. Let's get started. The Antikythera Mechanism, ancient engineering masterpiece. The Antikythera Mechanism is a legendary example of ancient ingenuity. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece in 1901, this bronze device dates back to around 200 BCE. Its intricate gears and components were used to predict celestial events such as eclipses and planetary movements, effectively making it the first known analog computer. Scientists have reconstructed parts of the mechanism and believe it could track lunar phases, zodiac cycles, and even Olympic Games dates. The mechanism's complexity suggests a level of technological understanding far beyond what we associate with ancient Greece. How was this knowledge developed, and why was it seemingly lost for centuries? Some theorists speculate that similar devices may have existed but were lost to history. Others propose that its origins could be traced to an earlier, undiscovered civilization with advanced astronomical knowledge. The Antikythera Mechanism challenges our perceptions of technological progress and ancient innovation, raising questions about what other wonders may have been lost to time. The Baghdad Battery, an ancient power source? Unearthed in modern-day Iraq, the Baghdad Battery consists of clay jars containing copper cylinders and iron rods, dating to approximately 250 BCE. Many believe these jars functioned as primitive batteries, capable of generating electricity when filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice. If true, this raises fascinating questions. What were these batteries used for? Could they have powered rudimentary devices or been used for electroplating? Some researchers propose that ancient civilizations had an understanding of electricity, possibly using it for medicinal treatments or religious rituals. However, skeptics argue that there is no clear evidence that the Baghdad Battery was used for electrical purposes, suggesting instead that it may have been a simple storage vessel. The discovery of the Baghdad Battery hints at the possibility of electrical knowledge in the ancient world, but definitive proof remains elusive, leaving its true purpose shrouded in mystery. The Nebra Sky Disk, a celestial puzzle. Discovered in Germany in 1999, the Nebra Sky Disk is a bronze artifact adorned with gold symbols representing the sun, moon, and stars. Dated to around 1600 BCE, it's considered the oldest known depiction of the cosmos, offering us a rare insight into the astronomical understanding of ancient civilizations. The disk's discovery in the Salzadel region, near the city of Halle, has sparked extensive academic interest, as it challenges our understanding of early European science and astronomy. The Nebra Sky Disk measures 32 centimeters in diameter and is decorated with gold inlays depicting a variety of celestial motifs. The central image portrays a full moon or sun, with the arc above it representing the sky, and on either side, we see representations of stars. The symbolism of the disk suggests it was not just a decorative object but rather an essential tool for celestial observation. Researchers believe that it might have been used for tracking the solstices and equinoxes, key events in the agricultural calendar that mark optimal times for planting and harvesting crops. Moreover, the disk's features indicate a sophisticated understanding of the heavens, comparable to the astronomical knowledge of other ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians or the Babylonians. Some scholars speculate that the Nebra Sky Disk could have been part of a larger system of celestial observation, possibly serving as a tool to align sacred sites, such as megalithic structures, or to predict celestial events that held significant cultural or religious meaning. What makes the Nebra Sky Disk even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding its creators. While its craftsmanship suggests a high level of technical skill, it raises the question, how did the Bronze Age people who created it possess such advanced knowledge of celestial patterns? One theory is that they may have had contact with Mediterranean or Middle Eastern cultures, where astronomical knowledge was already highly developed. Alternatively, it's possible that this knowledge was developed independently within Europe, suggesting a more complex and far-reaching understanding of the stars and the cosmos than previously thought. The disk also provides clues to the cultural and religious practices of the time. Its intricate design and symbolic nature suggest it may have been used in rituals or ceremonies, perhaps by a group of priests or astronomers. It is theorized that the disk could have been employed to mark important days in the year, such as the solstices, which were often connected to agricultural cycles, or even to track lunar eclipses. The Nebra sky disk offers a tantalizing glimpse into humanity's early fascination with the stars and the potential lost knowledge of ancient civilizations. While many of its secrets remain hidden, it stands as a testament to the intellectual and cultural sophistication of Bronze Age societies, possibly altering our understanding of how early humans interacted with the cosmos. The disk's true purpose may never be fully understood, but its discovery has undoubtedly opened the door to further exploration of the ancient world's relationship with the stars and the skies above. The Phaistos disk, a writing system lost to time. The Phaistos disk, a small clay tablet unearthed on the island of Crete in 1908, features a spiral arrangement of mysterious symbols. These symbols, pressed into the clay using stamps, remain undeciphered to this day, making the disk one of the most intriguing and perplexing artifacts in the study of ancient writing. Measuring about 15 centimeters in diameter, the disk is beautifully crafted, with each of its 242 symbols carefully arranged in a spiral pattern, which winds from the edge to the center. This unique design, combined with the fact that no other examples of this writing system have been found, makes the Phaistos disk an unparalleled puzzle for historians, linguists, and archaeologists alike. The disk dates back to around 1700 BCE, during the height of the Minoan civilization, a highly advanced culture that flourished on the island of Crete in the Aegean Sea. The Minoans were known for their impressive palaces, such as the one at Knossos, as well as their vibrant frescoes, pottery, and elaborate religious practices. However, despite their advanced society, much of their written language remains a mystery. The Phaistos disk is believed to be connected to this enigmatic civilization, and its discovery has sparked intense interest in understanding Minoan writing systems and their possible connections to other ancient cultures. The symbols on the Phaistos disk are thought to have been pressed into the soft clay using a set of stamps or seals, each of which would have had a unique design. This technique of stamping marks the disk as a form of pictographic writing, where each symbol likely represents an idea, object, or action. The exact number of distinct symbols is still debated, with estimates ranging from 45 to 60 unique characters. Some of these symbols bear resemblance to known Minoan artwork, while others are completely unfamiliar, further complicating efforts to decode the text. Scholars have proposed a variety of theories about the purpose and meaning of the Phaistos disk. Some speculate that it represents a form of proto-writing, an early stage in the development of written language, which may have been used for record-keeping or communication. If this theory is correct, it would suggest that the Minoans were experimenting with written symbols long before the development of the more sophisticated Linear A and Linear B scripts, which were also used by the Minoans and later Greeks. However, there is no clear evidence linking the Phaistos disk to these scripts, and it is unclear whether the disk's symbols represent a language at all or are merely symbolic. Others believe the Phaistos disk may have had ceremonial or religious significance, possibly used in rituals or as an offering to the gods. The spiral pattern of the symbols, which moves from the edge toward the center, could suggest a connection to cyclical concepts such as time, seasons, or the cosmos. It has been proposed that the disk could have been used as a type of prayer or chant, with the symbols representing sacred concepts or deities in the Minoan pantheon. Alternatively, it might have been an artifact of divination, a tool used by priests or shamans to interpret the will of the gods or predict future events. However, these theories remain speculative, as no concrete evidence has been found to support them. Over the years, many attempts have been made to decode the symbols on the Phaistos disk, but none have been universally accepted. Some early theories suggested that the disk might be an early form of the Greek language, while others proposed that it represented a completely separate linguistic system, possibly a precursor to the later scripts of the Aegean region. In the 20th century, scholars such as Luigi Luca Cavalli Sforza suggested that the symbols might have connections to other ancient Mediterranean languages, such as those of the Near East. However, despite the many attempts to link the symbols to known languages or systems, no breakthrough has been achieved. The most popular theory today is that the Phaistos disk represents a form of writing that was unique to the Minoan civilization, an entirely separate linguistic system that may never be fully understood. This view is supported by the fact that no other examples of the symbols have been found anywhere else in the ancient world, suggesting that the disk may have been part of a localized tradition or a singular innovation within the Minoan society. The Phaistos disk remains one of archaeology's greatest unsolved mysteries, continuing to captivate the imaginations of researchers and enthusiasts alike. Its undeciphered symbols offer a tantalizing glimpse into the intellectual and cultural life of the Minoans, but they also raise questions about the limits of our understanding of ancient writing systems. What knowledge was encoded in the symbols? Did the disk serve a practical function, or was it purely ceremonial? And, most intriguingly, why was it created in the first place? The disk's mysteries, though unresolved, continue to fuel speculation about the lost knowledge of the Minoans and their potential connections to other ancient civilizations. The secrets of the Phaistos disk may never be unlocked, but it will undoubtedly remain one of the most fascinating artifacts in the study of ancient history. The Roman dodecahedrons, purpose unknown. Throughout Europe, archaeologists have uncovered dozens of small, hollow, bronze or stone objects known as Roman dodecahedrons. These curious artifacts, featuring 12 flat faces with circular holes, date back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries CE, during the height of the Roman Empire. Ranging in size from 4 to 11 centimeters in height, the dodecahedrons are often intricately crafted, with precise, symmetrical designs that reflect the advanced metallurgical skills of the Romans. Despite the large number of dodecahedrons discovered across Europe, from present-day France, Germany, and the UK, their purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Researchers have yet to come to a consensus, and the lack of written records or clear references to such objects in ancient Roman texts only deepens the enigma surrounding their function. Over the years, a variety of theories have been proposed, each offering a unique perspective on what these objects might have been used for. One of the most widely discussed theories is that the dodecahedrons served as measuring instruments. The evenly spaced holes on each face have led some scholars to suggest that they may have been used to measure distances or to gauge the size of objects. However, no definitive method of measurement has been tied to their design, and their relatively small size makes them impractical for large-scale applications. This has led many to dismiss the theory of the dodecahedron being a universal measuring tool, though its precision suggests it may have had a specialized function. Another possibility is that the dodecahedrons were used as candle holders or oil lamps. The holes on each face could have accommodated small wicks or flame sources, suggesting that the objects might have been used to provide light in dimly lit spaces. This theory fits with the object's compact size and the fact that similar candle holders were used in the ancient world. However, no direct evidence, such as remnants of oil or charred material, has been found within any of the dodecahedrons, leaving this theory speculative at best. A more intriguing theory connects the Roman dodecahedrons to religious or ritualistic practices. Given the significance of geometric shapes in ancient symbolism, the dodecahedron, with its 12 faces and symmetrical design, could have been a sacred object, potentially used in rituals or as a device for divination. The number 12 has long held symbolic meaning in various cultures, often linked to celestial bodies, e.g., the 12 zodiac signs or months of the year, or even to Roman religious practices, such as the 12 gods of the Roman pantheon. In this context, the dodecahedron could have been used in ceremonies related to the stars, fate, or the divine, though no concrete evidence of such practices exists. Ultimately, without further evidence, the true purpose of the Roman dodecahedrons remains elusive. Some researchers believe that the answer may lie in their symbolic significance or in a context not yet understood, perhaps connected to the diverse and often mysterious cultural practices of the Roman Empire. Regardless of their function, These enigmatic objects offer a tantalizing glimpse into the ingenuity of Roman society and the complexity of its unknown practices. The dodecahedrons continue to spark fascination, as they remain one of the most puzzling and enduring mysteries of the ancient world. The Sumerian King List. Fact or myth? The Sumerian King List is an ancient clay tablet inscribed with the names of rulers from Sumer, one of the world's earliest civilizations. What makes this artifact mysterious is its claim that some kings ruled for thousands of years, a timeline that defies logic and historical evidence. Could these exaggerated reigns symbolize something beyond literal timekeeping, or do they reflect mythological interpretations of history? Some researchers believe the list combines historical rulers with mythical figures, possibly reflecting different systems of time measurement. Others argue it may have been an attempt to legitimize certain dynasties by linking them to divine ancestry. The Sumerian King List blurs the line between myth and reality, offering a glimpse into how ancient peoples viewed their past and structured their historical narratives. The Olmec Colossal Heads Miniatures, anomalous artifacts. While the giant Olmec heads of Mesoamerica are well known, smaller, intricate artifacts attributed to the Olmec civilization are equally puzzling. Carved from jade and other precious materials, these objects often depict human figures with unusual proportions or enigmatic expressions. Some researchers believe these artifacts were ceremonial, possibly representing deities, rulers, or shamanic figures. Others speculate they may have been used in rituals related to ancestor worship or divination. The artistry and detail of these small items hint at the sophistication of Olmec culture, while their exact purpose remains unclear. These miniatures provide an additional layer of intrigue to the already mysterious Olmec civilization. The Copper Scroll. A treasure map? Discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Copper Scroll is unlike any other ancient manuscript. Instead of religious texts, this artifact lists locations of hidden treasures, gold, silver, and other valuables. The Copper Scroll dates back to the 1st century CE, but none of the treasures it describes have ever been found. Some scholars believe the scroll was written by members of the Jewish sect at Qumran, possibly to hide temple treasures during the Roman occupation. Others speculate it could be a symbolic text with deeper meaning, referring to spiritual or esoteric wealth rather than physical riches. The mystery of the Copper Scroll fuels the imagination of treasure hunters and historians alike, leaving the possibility open that its secrets may yet be uncovered. The Lycurgus Cup. Ancient nanotechnology. The Lycurgus Cup, a Roman glass chalice dating to the 4th century CE, exhibits a fascinating optical phenomenon. When lit from the front, the cup appears green. When lit from behind, it glows red. Modern analysis reveals that the glass contains nanoparticles of gold and silver, creating this effect. How did ancient artisans achieve such precision? Some suggest the Romans had a rudimentary understanding of nanotechnology, using their knowledge for artistic or ceremonial purposes. The Lycurgus Cup demonstrates an advanced understanding of materials science long before the concept of nanotechnology existed, showcasing the ingenuity of Roman craftsmanship. The Voynich Manuscript. A book of secrets. Although not an artifact in the strictest sense, the Voynich Manuscript is a handwritten book filled with undecipherable text and strange illustrations. Dating back to the 15th century, it remains one of history's most perplexing mysteries. The manuscript's purpose is unknown. Was it a scientific treatise, a magical text, or an elaborate hoax? Despite extensive study by cryptographers and historians, the Voynich manuscript continues to elude understanding, challenging our perception of medieval knowledge and linguistic complexity. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the world of mysterious ancient artifacts. These objects, though small in size, loom large in the annals of history. Each artifact holds a piece of a puzzle that challenges our understanding of the past, reminding us that there is so much more to discover about the lives and ingenuity of ancient civilizations. The Antikythera Mechanism shows us that advanced technology existed long before we thought possible. The Baghdad Battery hints at electrical knowledge we can scarcely imagine for its time. The Nebra sky disk, the Phaistos disk, and the Roman dodecahedrons leave us with questions about the astronomical, linguistic, and functional expertise of ancient societies. And the Lycurgus cup reveals a mastery of materials that seems almost futuristic. These artifacts are not just relics of history. They are a testament to the creativity, curiosity, and complexity of human beings across millennia. They inspire us to keep digging, questioning, and learning, as every discovery brings us closer to understanding the incredible story of our shared past. If you enjoyed this exploration, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which artifact did you find the most intriguing, or is there another mystery you'd like us to cover? Don't forget to subscribe to History Facts and Mysteries and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.